Responses. I recognize the member from Nepean.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today during Pride Month to recognize and celebrate the 2SL LGBTQIA+ community across Ontario and to reflect on the journey that we've taken to get here. As a gay man, standing here in this house today means more than I can express in words. I grew up in the 1990s, and back then, you didn't see pride flags at government buildings or schools, and you certainly didn't see someone like me standing here as an elected official at Queen's Park. Back then, it didn't feel safe to be out. You couldn't speak freely about who you loved or who you were. Many of us learned to hide, to shrink, to adapt just to get by. So when I see the pride flag flying here today, it matters. When I see the minister standing up and talking about the LGBT, it matters. When I see the members of this house standing up with this community, it matters so much. It matters to every kid who walks past Queen's Park and sees that flag and knows they're not alone. It matters for every Ontarian who's ever felt like they don't belong. But I also know we didn't get here alone. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. People who marched when it wasn't safe, who fought for rights most of us now take for granted, who faced police violence, job loss, family rejection, and public shame just for being who they were. In Canada, it wasn't long ago that being gay meant you could be fired from your job, denied housing, or criminally charged. In fact, for years, the Canadian government surveyed, interrogated, and purged queer public servants in what we now call the LGBT purge. And I'm so grateful we do not live in that type of society anymore. And many never saw justice, and many never made it to this moment. We owe them our deepest gratitude, and we owe it to them to continue to fight for trans rights, for inclusive education, for accessible health care, and for a world where being queer or trans is not a risk, but a right. Because Pride isn't just a celebration, it's a protest and a declaration. It's a declaration that we exist, we matter, and we are not going anywhere. And while we have come a long way, we know the fight is not over. Every day, queer and trans people still face discrimination, violence, and hate, especially trans youth, especially racialized members of our community. Just this year, we've seen hateful protests happening outside of schools and libraries. We've seen misinformation and fear stoked online and in public spaces. And right now, we are seeing politicians in the United States using trans people as political rage bait to distract the public. And we've seen the toll it's taking. LGBT people are more than twice as likely to face a mental health crisis. More than half report living with depression, and 1 in 8 LGBT youth have attempted suicide. These are not just numbers. They are lives. They are cries for help. They are consequences of a world that still too often tells people that they're less than. But I've also seen the other side. I've seen what happens when we create space for people to fully be themselves, when we say, "You're welcome, you are safe, and you are seen." So, Speaker, Pride is about joy. It's about resilience. It's about the power of showing up as your full, authentic self, even when the world tells you not to. So, to everyone celebrating this month, I see you, I celebrate you, and I'm fighting with you. We still have a long road ahead, but we walk it together. With love, with courage, and with our heads held high, we will. Happy Pride.